Traders, it's that time of the week. It's time for the weekly forecast. So grab your partner by the hand and let's get swinging. Welcome to Simply Forex. If you want to improve as a trader, then you're definitely in the right place. Each week, I'm going to give you easy to follow trade ideas, tips, and advice so you too can succeed at trading. And if you stay till the end of the vid, I'm going to give you all of my swing trades for the forthcoming week. And if that sounds like a plan, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and if everyone could please smash the like button. Mercy beaucoup. Two things to point out before we get started. Firstly, I have a snotty nose and I sound very croaky. I just want to get that clear. Secondly, the sun is blaring into my home, so I hope you can see me okay. And thirdly, guys, I did squats a couple of days ago and I can barely walk, right? I'm walking around like C3PO, right? Don't do squats. They are bad for your legs. Little bit of gym advice there as well. While we're on the subject of Star Wars, we are also going to look at the power of the US dollar. That was my best Darth Vader impression. I do other impressions as well. But yeah, we're going to look at, I don't know where I'm going with all this, but we are going to look at the power of the US dollar because it doesn't stop, right? It feels like I talk about this all the time, and I do pretty much, but it just keeps on, keeps on keeping on, because on Friday, the NFPs, were far better than expected, and that just gave more strength to the dollar. Now, has that translated into trades? Let's take a look, right? So let's start with the dollar index, and we're looking at the weekly chart, guys, because these are swing trades, right? We could stay in these for a week, a couple of weeks. These are swing trades, but US dollar, you don't need me telling you this, but it is just on an uptrend, right? Super bullish. And even last week's candle, look at that. Continuation of an uptrend, bullish. And the body of this candle broke the high of that candle. That is bullish also, right? So bullish, bullish, bullish dollar. Now, if we look at a few US dollar majors, I've picked out a couple, right? So Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, it has broken, if I zoom out, right, so you can't see anything, this level has been broken, right? I'll zoom in a minute, but this candle has broken these last lows, right? Broken a key support level. If I zoom in, right, you can see the weekly candle, super bearish. Now, I'm not going to buy US dollar weakness, right? It's nothing but US dollar strength, but there isn't a trade here because there's just no value. Do you want to start selling here? Where would you put your stop? The moving average 20's up here. You can't even hide behind that. There's no value in these dollar pairs at the moment, right? So that's the problem. That I'm going to show you one that I am looking at, but there's just no value in them, right? Even if it has broken key support levels. If we look at pound US dollar, this is another one that has broken, right? If I zoom out again and zoom in a bit more, yeah, this key support level absolutely blitzed it on the back of those NFPs. The NFPs were like Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee strength for the US dollar. And this probably, does have more room to move into back down to these lows, right? But again, there's no value here. It's so oversold or overextended. There's no value. And there's a couple of other US dollar pairs what I want to look at as well, because some have broken key levels. But if we look at US dollar Swiss franc, some are at key levels, right? And we could expect some sellers coming in here. We can. Will these sellers, take it down to here? Will these sellers take it to here? We don't know, but there will be sellers in here, right? So I don't want to buy into that anyway. And it's the same for New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? If I zoom out, you can see we are at that key level, right? So I wouldn't want to sell into that anyway, right? So far, no US dollar trades available, right, on the US dollar majors, okay? I don't want to be selling into that. Again, we can expect buyers to come in here. So a little bit of, dollar weakness. It will have a retrace at some point, this dollar strength. But there is a but, and gold is bucking the trend, right? I'll show you the indices in a minute, but the indices are teetering on the edge of a breakdown, right? And we'll take a look at those. But just gold on the weekly chart, right? We are in an uptrend stroke range, right? But with this big bullish weekly candle, there is a strong possibility we can make it up to the top of this range, right? And there's enough pips in there for us to take advantage of. So my first trade idea is to buy gold. And if we look at the day chart, it's a beautiful setup as well, right? It's clearly in this uptrend, right? Nice big bullish candle. And bear in mind, that is a bullish candle against those NFPs, which were brilliant for the dollar, right? So looking to buy gold, would want to retrace and then take gold up to here. So first trade idea, buy gold for this week. But there's so many more trades I want to show you guys, so please stay tuned for all of them. The next one is really, we're looking at Aussie dollar weakness, right? The US dollar, the power of the US dollar. We're now looking at the weakness, in my best Darth Vader voice, of the Aussie dollar. And we're going to start with Aussie dollar Swiss franc. This was a weekly trade idea from last week. And if we look at the weekly chart, nothing's changed, right? We're still in this downtrend. Okay, price has come back up and tested these highs here, right? We got a nice big bearish candle at these highs, right? And all we're going to do is just take it back down to these weekly lows, right? This 0.5587 level could come a little bit lower, but there's this big wick over here that we don't want to be selling into, but we can definitely make it down to these lows, right? And it's while we're on Swiss franc pairs, let's take a quick look at New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. Sorry if I sound like Barry White, I am snotty. And exactly the same setup, right? We've got this downtrend. Yeah, we've got this nice big bearish wick. This is the weekly chart. These are swing trades. And I think we can take price back down to this 0.5 level. Okay. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see, yeah, potentially there's we still have potentially all the way down to here, but this is a big psychological level. All right. So that could be our target. If not, these last weekly lows here. All right, so I wanted to show you that while we were on Swiss franc pairs, but let's continue this Aussie dollar weakness because there's lots of trades for Aussie dollar. And guys, please don't forget, if you're enjoying my analysis, to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. And if you haven't already, guys, please come join our trading community. It's free. We have a free Discord channel. You can come join it, talk to like-minded traders, share knowledge, share trades. It's wonderful, if I do say so myself. So come join that. Right, this Aussie dollar weakness continues. So let's start with Euro Aussie dollar. Okay, we look at the weekly chart. Let's zoom out a little bit. So if we look at the weekly chart, we are in this uptrend. Okay, price has retraced what was once resistance in here. Price has come back down and tested this level. And now we had a nice bullish weekly candle at that level. And the idea is just to take Euro Aussie dollar back up to here. So there's the weekly chart. You always need to look at the daily chart, guys. And to be honest with you, I still need to see a break of this level, right? A nice bullish candle like this, right, would give us the confidence to take this higher. But still a weekly swing trade idea. All right, so Euro Aussie dollar buys. What else are we looking at? Pound Aussie dollar buys. Pound, Euro is stronger than pound because I'm going to show you a trade that proves that. But still like pound Aussie dollar. Now on the day chart, while we're on it, right, don't like buying against daily trend, but we might get something like this and then we get a break, okay? But on the weekly chart, it's pretty textbook, right? We're in this uptrend, right? It's retraced. What was once resistance in here has become support. I would like to see a more bullish candle than this, right? So I will look for the daily candles to see if we get a nice bullish candle. And if we do, guys, yeah, there's no reason why we can't take price back up to these weekly highs, right? And again, you could be in this for a week, or you could be in this for a few days, a week, weeks, right? It's a swing trade. So more Aussie dollar weakness. And the last Aussie dollar pair I want to show you is Aussie dollar yen. Now, the yen pairs, like what a difference a week makes. Last week, the yen pairs were very difficult to technically analyze. Now, the yen pairs have shown their hand, right? And we want to sell them, right? Yen is strong. So if we look at the weekly chart, right, price did this, okay, and then we got up to this level. We're like, what's it going to do here, right? We wasn't sure. Look at these candles in here, this candle, indecision, 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 and now bang. Big bearish candle. The yen pairs have shown their hand, okay? And we want to sell this. We're now seeing this in terms of structure. We're seeing lower highs, right? We've got these lower lows. We're in a downtrend. If we look at the day chart as well, the yen pairs I'm showing you, I've chosen the ones that have also broken down on the daily chart. You can see this is the last low here, right? If we've just followed daily structure, and it's broken that level. Only just, right? Literally like by a couple of pips, the body of that candle has broken below that last high. Right, so there's no reason why we can't get a little retrace and then take price back down to here. In fact, I really like this setup, right? Back down to this 96 level. I normally aim for a psychological level, guys, right? So that's the first yen pair that we're interested in. And this is also Aussie dollar weakness. So this potentially could be the best yen pair to trade. But I also like Swiss franc yen because this is the day chart. On the day chart, we have broken down, right? We've broken these lows with this candle. We've now got lower highs. The daily trend has been confirmed. If we go to the weekly chart, I still like it for sells, but, this is potentially not that clear, right? We're getting higher lows. We had, higher lows, higher highs, but we're now getting right, lower highs. Okay, so again, and look at this, look at these selling candles. Very, very bearish, and I think we can take price back down to these lows. And I'm going to show you the indices in a minute as well. And again, this 170 psychological level. It's also broken down on the day chart, as I explained, right? And my final yen pair is pound yen. Again, right, this really is in an uptrend stroke range, right? It's not breaking this high, right? That is holding, but we are getting higher lows, okay? But again, look at these candles, right? You're not buying them. And if you are, good luck, right? But you're not buying them. Those are complete selling candles. And we want to sell back down to these lows. And we could find ourselves just in this range, right? It comes down, comes up, right? We'll see. But we want to sell pound yen. And again, because it's broken down on the daily chart as well, right? Like I said, it was technically difficult to analyze, right? Because once we was here, we're like, and it did this. We're like, are we still in this uptrend? These lows haven't broken. We're getting higher highs, but now I'm seeing this lower high, You know, what's it doing? And then this Friday's candle confirms what it is doing. It is in a downtrend. Okay, and we've got this room to move into. Right, so, you know, maybe a retrace. You can see that was previous support. A retrace into here would be nice and take price back down. So they're all the yen pairs, guys. And because yen is a flight to safety, right, let's take a quick look at the indices. Now, these are all teetering on the edge. If we look at a weekly chart, right, you know, they're all at key levels, right? This level through here is a key level. If it starts breaking this level, right, and breaking below the moving average 20, I think potentially we can start coming back down to these levels. But this is all ifs and buts, right? So, but I'm just showing you it is at a key level. And if we look at the S&P 500, again, hasn't broken yet, right? But at a key level. But like the NASDAQ, look at that weekly candle. That is selling, a lot of sellers, right? Very bearish. Bears are, looks like they're taking control, but we still haven't structurally broken down yet. But it's looking ominous, right? So yeah, if the indices start doing this, then them yen pairs, yen strength, but Aussie dollar yen will start doing this as well, or pound yen. Okay, so must keep an eye out for that, guys. There's more trades. There's a couple more trades I want to show you guys. Before I do, we are super excited to announce that we are launching the Simply Forex Complete Trading Course. I have put all my sweat and tears into this course, piled all of my knowledge, experiences, techniques, strategies into this course, guys, right? And it's now available via our website, which you'll see below the vid. And right now we are giving you 25% off if you use code Simply25. So if you want to learn how to read the charts like I do, plus trade entries, managing trades, psychology, money risk management, plus much, much more, check out our course right now. Right, last couple of trades I want to show you. Pound Canadian dollar, weekly chart. This still has a little bit more room to move into, okay? So we was in this uptrend, right? Stopped making higher highs. Such a red flag that we could have a structure break. Sure enough, we get the structure break. Lower lows, price comes back up. It never breaks these highs. So we are still in a downtrend. And then look at the sellers, right? Selling like maniacs. And look at that candle. Super duper bearish, right? And, you know, I want a little bit of a retrace, but, you know, there's a high probability it's going to make it back down to these lows. And again, this 1.7500 psychological level. And then my last trade, guys, because remember earlier I said euro is stronger than pound, and it's because the chart tells me that, right? So euro pound we're looking to buy. We was in this, you know, it was quite choppy in here, really. Yeah, I would say all of that is price action, choppy, 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 and then pow, right? We're now in a weekly uptrend. We're also above the moving average 20, and we have a very strong buying candle. Okay, so based on that, guys, all we're trying to do is take price back up to the next area of resistance. Let me drag this across. So just back up to this area of resistance here. All right, guys. So yeah, those are my trade ideas for the week. Please don't forget to join us for the live streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week, 7 a.m. New York EST time. Also check out the analysis vids throughout the week on YouTube. Have a great week. Adios, amigos.